Hello, my name's Liv. I'm from Louisiana. I'm 30 years old. This is my second video. I made my first one that was called Leaving Christianity, My Story. And I explain what happened on my path to realizing that I no longer believed in God. It's been a struggle. It's been very difficult. I've had a lot of family problems because of this. I have a very fundamentalist Christian family, and it's definitely ruined some relationships. Um, and I want to go over some of the text messages between me and some family members. I'm not going to go into names or details, personal details, because I still love my family, even though very hurtful words have been exchanged. But I just want to share this to see if anybody else is going through anything similar. So be careful. Just to give a little advice, be careful getting in arguments with family members, because some words you say you can't take back. And I've said some hurtful things to my family, um, and they've said very hurtful things to me, and I didn't get to come out on my own terms. My brother did it for me, so that made it more difficult for me. I was automatically on the defense the first time talking to my family about this. So the first text message war that I'm going to talk about is one that I sent to my dad a few months after this all first happened and they all first found out. Nobody would talk to me for the longest time. And I went ahead and texted my father to tell him how I felt, because I saw pictures from his birthday party. And I wasn't invited, but the rest of my family was, and that really hurt me. So here it goes. I figured this would be interesting and enjoy, I guess, the drama. Okay, I sent to him, this was back in December. Why is it that I see pictures online of birthday parties and my nieces and nephews events that I'm never invited to? Is it because I believe differently than you? Why does it have to be this way? The only thing I can think of is that I have been shunned for not agreeing with you. If I have a child one day and they grow up to believe something different than I do, I would support them no matter what. If they grow up to be a serial killer or a child molester, I wouldn't support that. I said, did I kill or rape someone? No, I didn't. So why all of this? I am more than willing to not talk about beliefs in order to save my family's relationship. Are you? So the response I get from my dad was pretty interesting. Anyone who would talk about me and my God the way you did the last time I spoke with you is not someone I would want to have anything to do with. Your Antichrist beliefs are despicable, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. This is coming from my father. I think about you every day, and I'm very sad that you have chosen to reject Christ. But as long as you hold to your position, I will not pretend everything is all right. You have been exposed to the truth of the gospel from childhood. You have no excuse for rejecting Christ. It doesn't matter what you think of my walk with God or your mother's. You have to answer to God, and you will answer to Him. So, pretty loving and understanding father I have there. So I told him a simple yes or no would have been fine. And I sent him a link to the video called Dear Believer, Why Do You Believe? And it's such a powerful video. It's just 10 minutes long. If you ever get a chance to type in on YouTube, Dear Believer, Why Do You Believe? It will really make you think, but maybe it's not the best idea to send it to family members in the middle of an argument. That they probably won't even watch it. Well, along with the video, I said, I'm sorry, but you're wrong, and shame on you for being so hateful. And I sent the link with that. And he says, I will never go to one of your Antichrist videos. I am at war with the devil. I have been fighting him all of my life. He destroyed both of my marriages and wants my kids and grandkids. When you rejected Christ, you joined his side, meaning the devil. You are on the same side as my arch enemy. My goal in life from this point on is to fill myself with God's power so that I will be strong enough in Christ to overcome him in every way possible. He can't have my grandchildren or my children in Jesus' name. God's promise to me is that all of my children will be saved. I stand on God's promise, and there is nothing the devil can do to stop the power of God. Well, I mean, is he pretty much calling me the devil here, or saying that I'm possessed by the devil? He did call me the Antichrist. So, and he says he will not let the devil have his children or grandchildren. So he's not including me in that circle there. I'm outside the circle, and I am trying. I'm after everybody. I'm apparently trying to have his other children and grandchildren. So I just sent him this, and I said, I finished school and my finals with all A's and 1B, but none of that matters to you because you only allow people who think just like you in your life. You don't deserve me as a daughter if you feel that way. I tried. And he says, have a nice life, with a exclamation point. So I responded with, you destroyed your marriage and your family. Only you. Take responsibility for your own actions. And he says, here lies the problem. You think you are an authority on everything. You want to know what's wrong with everyone else. Look in the mirror. Don't text me anymore. I won't read it. It's the typical blah, blah, blah. I'm not listening. So I said, I have looked in the mirror, and I'm very proud of myself. Are you? He didn't respond. So I got angry, and I should have stopped there. I really should have. And this is why I say be careful and getting in these conversations and arguments with family members, because you can really hurt each other. So I kept egging it on, I guess. I wasn't ready to stop there. To me, it hurt me so bad, the things he told me. And I guess I wanted to hurt him because he hurt me. And I don't advise people to do this. But I said, according to what you believe, I am going to burn in hell for eternity because I have committed the ultimate blasphemy. And it doesn't seem to bother you. Let's just think about this. An eternity of me, your daughter, being burned, tortured, lonely, and terrified. For 100 years? That's a very long time. 1,000 years? Humans can't even comprehend anything longer than that. I don't believe in any of this nonsense, but you do. It frustrates me to no end that my family honestly thinks that this will happen to me. Sorry. Let me say one last thing. We can look into telescopes and see how huge the universe is and how tiny this planet is in comparison. In all of this ginormous universe, where is this hell? Where is heaven? Why aren't you scared that you might end up in another religion's version of hell for not believing in their God? I look at the world around me and I see the good in people and animals and other simple pleasures. When I think about how I'm part of this beautiful universe and how lucky I am to experience this life and appreciate it, I feel awe and peace. You, on the other hand, depreciate this life by thinking that this life is just wiping your feet on the rug before the real life begins. That is a sad way to waste your life. And I hope you realize it one day before it's too late. Forgiveness and acceptance are qualities that I have and that I cherish. You, on the other hand, have neither of those. Yet I am the evil one. So I shouldn't have texted him those last messages. Um, I guess it's human nature to want to have the last word. But if anybody else is going through these conversations with family and regret some things that they've said to family, leave your comments below. I'd like to hear how you handled it and how things are going now. Whenever this first happens to somebody like me, whenever they first realize that everything that they once thought was real, suddenly everything is just collapses on them, and it's like your whole world gets flipped upside down. And he says in the text that when you chose to reject Christ, I didn't choose this. No, I did not choose this. And I don't know how anybody can. I don't believe we choose our beliefs. I've heard many people like Chris Smalley on Dogma Debate, and Seth Andrews, the Thinking Atheist. I love him. They have said the same thing. You choose to. We don't choose what we believe. If you go to the top of a high rise and just close your eyes and choose to believe that gravity isn't a real thing and jump, you can't do it. You can't choose to believe that gravity doesn't work anymore. You know, you can't choose to just believe that you're not going to fall flat on the ground. So I think people can be convinced of things or persuaded, but not choose to reject. Now, I have so many more text messages with other family members of mine that I wish never happened. You know, when this first happens, you feel angry and you feel like you've been lied to, you know, but it's not the case. You know, in most cases, people really believe this, and parents are just doing their best to raise their kids the right way, what they think is the right way. And the conversations have gotten a little bit lighter, especially between me and my mother. Sometimes it gets rocky, but you know, really think about what you want to say to your family members before you say it. I think writing a letter or an email is the best thing to do. Text messages can be misunderstood a lot of the time. So that'll be all for this video. I just wanted to share that and get that off of my chest and maybe help somebody else that's going through this so they know that they're not alone. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.